Alright, hey, this is take two. I use my phone to pretty much record everything like this for YouTube. So there's about 20 takes of videos that where I'm even just wrapping up the end of the video, and then my wife calls. Never fails. It's either my wife, my mom, or someone. It's never someone with money. But here we are. I think I've rambled. But again, I've got these bullet shots done with a number 2 pencil. I kind of assorted them all around the hull. One there, one here, and these are ricochets. So if you notice all around, wherever I threw a bullet shot, even some on the bottom. Here they are. You'll notice that all of them, none of them actually, are facing this way, meaning that Starbuck never runs, right? So any time that she was shot in a head-on collision course with a Cylon Raider or a Cylon Base Star, whatever could take shots of that caliber. So one thing I wanted to point out was that, yes, all of the bullet shots are facing this direction, and none of them are from behind, because she's never had a Cylon on her tail, right? So shot of some more weathering. I don't have it hooked up to the base right now, so I've just got a couple of wires sticking out the back right here. I'm still trying to work out the logistics on getting this on the base. Canopy is already glued on. I didn't follow somebody's hint. Somebody said to go ahead and dip this whole canopy in future, but I thought it was already pretty clear. And I didn't want to run any risk of ruining this any further than I already have with some of the decals. But as you can see, I mean, it is pretty much clear. I did make sure that I removed all the fingerprints from the inside of the canopy before I glued it down. But it is just tacked on there with normal Elmer's white glue. So if ever I need to, I can take it off. Pilot, the same thing. There's just a little dollop of white glue on the butt, so I can just theoretically I can just pop that figure out if I ever need to. But there's a shot of this side of the weathering. Oops. I'm not sure if I went heavy enough or not on these guys right here, but I didn't want to get too heavy as to lose all the detail. I left the insides pretty much clear of any kind of paint, except for those little edges right there. Those can be cleaned off, because it's mostly just charcoal dust on this silver. So anyway, I'm getting wrapped up in this right here, just kind of touching these little edges up, making them look worn. And that is the beauty of using a dry media on your base coat, because you can always come back and remove a little more if you have to. But I'm pretty much happy with the level of the weathering that I've done on this. I didn't go that heavy on it, but it is pretty heavy now, as opposed to the pristine white base that I had before. I dirtied a lot of these areas up to kind of make them look like they've been shooting some kind of heat out of them. Oh, more bullet shots right there. Again, everything as she's been spinning and turning. I still need to touch up this back area here with some more silver. I think my oil paint is just about dry in these areas where I can almost get in there and finish out the weathering in this spot. Both of these spots, in fact, need some extra attention. But that's it for the Viper as far as weathering and getting this ready. I added some scraping. Let's see if I can get a focus on that. This did get a shot of some dry brushing of gunmetal to kind of wear out some of the edges of the paint. As you can see, let me try to get right here. Along these little edges right here, I try to make it face enough to make it just look like it's just been rubbed time and time again. Around this area also, you'll see a glint of metallic gunmetal just along these edges right here. Along every edge that kind of should have a lot of wear and tear on it, has got some spotting of gunmetal here and there, just to kind of give it a little more age and give it a little more of a texture. Not so much of a, it's very subtle. Almost went off the counter with it, but that's it for now, I guess. I have rambled enough. I will have one more video of this thing once I get it mounted onto the painted base. I'm going to have to put some rocks, something in the base, just to kind of give it some counterbalance, because this Viper will be at an odd angle. And again, I just have to keep pointing it out. The little fiber optic strands that I had here at the tips of the wings have been knocked out, so those no longer light up, and I am considering eventually I'm going to pop this open. These are glued in with regular white glue for the day that I might have to pop this open. I knew this would be an issue, so as soon as I can, I will get some surgery done on this. Not till after the contest, though, but I think this one is going to go in despite having one screaming mad flaw right there where some putty sank in some point after the base coat finally went on. It's one seam, it's bad, but hopefully I'll figure something out between now and the contest to get that ready and hidden. I don't know what I'm going to do. I may just try to do some spot puttying, but I'm not sure if this paint here is going to stand being masked off right now. It's a delicate paint job. So anyway, guys, that is it for now. I hope you guys are enjoying your first week back at work. Hope it hasn't been too chaotic. But that is it for now, guys. The Viper is just about done. The next thing to do is basically to get the base ready for the contest, and then to get this mounted on. I may give this one more shot of, well, no, I think this is fine. I have pretty much, rubbed this with a paper towel enough to kind of buff it out a little bit. But I think this shine is just about as good as it's going to get. I don't want it too dull. I also don't want it very shiny. But the decals are nicely hidden. So I think I'm just about done with at least with the painting of the Viper itself. The base is next, and we'll see. Oh, and also I need to get those little antenna plugged in. So again, that is it for the Viper. This is my favorite part of the entire ship, because this is the heaviest, where I did my favorite part, which is the weathering. And anyway, guys, I'll see you later. Have fun.